Remind me to never do a deep space jump ever again.
I did warn you about the potentially unfortunate side effects of the jump.
It doesn't stop me feeling them. I've got about a day till we reach the university, so hopefully my stomach will stop trying to crawl up my esophagus by then.
I can't relate to feeling physically sick, and the display of it makes me grateful.
Maybe Tillian can create a module to simulate it for you. Actually, the hangover hasn't been the craziest thing. I've been having weird dreams. Like, weirder than I've ever had.
In what way?
They don't feel like dreams. Far too real in a way. Although what I was seeing was Alice, so obviously it wasn't real.
Your sister.
Back on Earth and still in the year 2022. Or 23. Whatever it would be by now. It was like I was watching her make her own captain's log, like I was the webcam on her laptop. She was talking about me, about how I went missing and how she's been trying to find me. So again, it could hardly have been real.
She wouldn't look for you if you went missing?
Dream Alice was. Dream Alice had apparently been keeping tabs on me and noticed when I went mysteriously absent one day. But it's been 12 years. So a dream like that just makes me think that my subconscious just really wants someone to be missing me.
I personally have no doubt someone would.
One of my co-workers maybe, 2 friends online, my landlord when I stopped paying rent for that incredibly illegal studio that I was renting.
I'm sure you're being excessively stingy with your list. I know I would miss you.
Stockholm Syndrome.
You're being deliberately combative to get a reaction from me.
It's working.
No, it isn't.
Pretty sure it is.
I'm turning off the ship's inertial dampeners.
Don't you dare.
You have no idea how excited I was when Beth reached out to me. It's not often that I get such interesting inquiries.
Yeah, I can imagine this was a little strange.
Stranger things have happened.
They sure have.
Honestly, I had to do a bit of my own research. I'd never heard of any kind of planet called Earth.
You and everyone else on this side of the galaxy. I'm guessing you didn't find anything?
Not on Earth per se, but part of your inquiry was wanting to find the first built spaceport, right?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to find the OG home planet humans came from, so logically the first ever port would have been in the same system, right? If I can find the port, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to handle it from there.
Well, you came to the right place then. My office.
Roomy.
I'm only a junior historian, so naturally. Now, what I was gonna say is that I had to do some pretty deep digging to find the info we wanted. When AlphaPort C was destroyed, it caused a severe upheaval in the wider Zelos archives, and the whole system was redesigned to avoid any future historical gaps, shall we say. That's why Zelos is extra obsessive with keeping accurate accounts of everything, and every AlphaPort has a central data point that feeds out to all the universities and other such collection points. They double and triple everything, and not everything is stored at all points yet.
I think I understand what you mean.
The port went boom, and it was a major hub for all the records Zelos had at the time, so it gummed up the works for a long time, and now they keep backups stuck just about anywhere they can fit them.
Okay, I definitely got it that time. The alpha ports are the big ports, right?
Yep, there's one in each sector.
And one of them got messed up, huh?
Double yep. It happened in one of the first major altercations with the Croyd.
What, they were the Samsung to Zealous' Apple?
I don't know what that means.
They were a competitor for galactic domination.
Well, hardly. They just didn't want us in their territory, which is understandable given their history. It's certainly a good thing that they only wanted the Beta Quadrant. They're a pretty reasonable bunch.
I think you might have lost me again.
Oh, here! Now, I had to pull a lot of favors to get a priority message all the way to the Alpha Quadrant in such a short time, else it would have taken a couple of months.
Aren't you technically a Zealous employee? You still have to send the messages the long way?
They have a pretty clear hierarchy of priority for using the ultraband channels, and since it isn't official Zealous business either, I didn't have much wiggle room for requesting a priority slot. But I got the information all the same.
Don't mess with Astadia.
We are all about going to the source for any research, to avoid rumors and misinformation bleeding into official records. So, I can 100% guarantee that all my work here is as accurate as it could possibly be.
A woman after my own heart.
So, first off, I found the construction records of all spaceports and added those points to my galactic map here.
Wowie zowie. How many ports is that?
210. And that's just the standard ports. Never mind alpha ports, jump stations, stations on planets, and the orbital cities. Oh, we're here, by the way.
Okay, so if we're here in the...
In the Gamma Quadrant.
Right, the Gamma Quadrant. And I'm guessing that's the Halion port in Villefort's system.
Yep.
So following the speckles around the galactic arms, then that's it there. That's the first ever port?
Double yep. That is Spaceport Solaris.
Solaris, like Sol? So it's still called the Sol system.
I've never heard it called that, but Bethany did say we're from the Alpha Quadrant, which I have many questions about, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's all good. It's still called Sol, but Earth isn't called Earth?
Oh, so I dug into that whole origin planet thing. The A-ranked information on that subject says that the planet is called Terra Mater.
Terra Mater? Is that just Latin? Terra Mater. I've heard those words before.
I actually didn't find any information in any ranking claiming it to be called something else.
Terra Mater? If that's it there... I haven't really looked at many galactic maps in my time, but that just looks strange to me. You sure it's there?
Like I said, A-ranked information, and A-rank is basically S-rank. It's only because the first ever file entry for it comes from before the Croyd attack.
Okay, so let's go back a step. We are here.
Yep,
Sol system is there,
yep,
and Spaceport Solaris is in that system.
uh-huh,
As well as our origin planet, not called Earth, but Terra Mater.
that's right.
And it's never been called anything else.
Nope,
Never ever.
double never ever.
Huh. That's pretty far away. I've barely made it this far and it's taken... How long have we been out here?
How long did your original journey to the far side of Gamma take?
About 900 years. Okay, so, did you happen to get the locations of all the jump stations and such? That last one shaved a pretty decent chunk of travel off.
Oh, sure. They are... here.
What, 5 of them?
That's right. Although 3 are under construction and will be completed sometime in the next 10 to 20 years.
And they're all in the Gamma Quadrant.
The operational ones, yes.
Of course. Terra Mater.
You must have come in a stasis ship, yes? Or did you take the journey as a child, because it would have taken you around 20 years to make it out here on any standard form of transit?
Phylactia.
Oh, I forgot you have a private vessel. Does that mean your family came on a subspace jet? That would halve the travel time, and if your family had a private vessel, then I imagine they could afford it.
Phylactia.
What I would give to visit the data stations on an alpha port in that quadrant. The records of the Croyd War must be incredible.
Lactea. Lactate. Milk.
Not that I'd be willing to spend the next 2 decades getting there. That would definitely be a one-way trip.
Fire. The way of milk. It's literally the Milky Way.
The what now?
It's Latin. It's just the Latin name for the Milky Way.
What's that?
It's the same name, just never translated to English. No wonder I couldn't find Earth.
Oh,
But how is that possible? I'm from 900 years ago when it was translated, and Zealous didn't retcon the names when we made it into space?
nope. Like I said, same names as they've always had.
That's Justice Crisis. What the hell is going on? I'm sorry, Esther. I think I need a moment.
No problem. I'll just pop to the Little Junior's historian's room. Ping me when you're ready.
Justice. Are you there?
I'm here. I've been listening.
Aaliyah, I feel like I'm losing my goddamn mind.
Breathe.
No, seriously, Aaliyah. How the hell is everything named in Latin? This has to be some weird Zealous gaslighting, right?
If that was true, how would they possibly benefit from changing the names of things?
Yeah, that's a good point. Aside from some Ponzi aesthetic, there's zero benefit in making everything Latin again.
So, alternative theory?
Yeah?
It was always named as it is now, and your memories are incorrect somehow.
Okay, yeah. I get that logically, since I'm an outlier, so extreme I'm not even in the outfield, I'm in the damn parking lot. But it sure as shoot doesn't feel like my memories and knowledge are wrong in any way. If anything, it's the new stuff that's not sitting right.
It would be hard to accept a new reality.
It's not just that, Aaliyah. It's like I woke up and suddenly traffic lights are red, orange, and purple. And I'm being told that's always been the case and my memories of green are wrong. And that just sounds, frankly, like some insane type of conspiracy. A real deal Mandela effect, but of insane proportions. Literally galactic in scale.
I, personally, find your conviction in this matter impossible to ignore. You know, in your bones, that things did change somehow.
Absolutely.
So, I believe that you did come from a planet called Earth, in the Sol system, in the Milky Way galaxy.
You can bet your binary.
So 2 truths exist here for us, and we need to find where they intersect and how they relate.
2 realities to pick through, huh? Justice, how did this get even more complicated than it already was? The reality of the situation was already kicking my...
Ria?
Reality. The reality of the situation, or realities.
Realities plural. You mean
Alternate realities. Parallel realities.
the wormhole that brought you here?
It didn't just bring me from another time,
Another dimension.
where it is called Earth, and Sol, and the Milky Way. I came here from a different universe, Aaliyah.
That would not be an illogical theory.
What else could it be? Why nothing has made sense? Why nothing has felt right? Hell, it's even why the damn Sol system doesn't look like it's in the right place to me.
Theories about the existence of multiple parallel dimensions are pretty common in science. I already have data packs containing papers on such things.
They were pretty standard fodder for sci-fi writers in my time too. My time meaning another universe.
We don't know for sure.
What the hell else could it be?
Phew! I'm back!
Hey, she's back.
I forgot to mention that I, of course, got clearance to give you the map files, so you can take all my findings with you.
Oh, right. That's great, Esther.
So, I was hoping we could start going through some of the questions I have for you about the Alpha Quadrant.
Yeah, no, that's no problem. Can't vouch for what ranking the information would get, especially now. But, what's there to lose?
Ria?
This whole time. No wonder it didn't feel right to stay on Villafort. None of this was right.
Instinct.
What am I supposed to do with this? What comes next?
Well, we now have a complete map, so wherever you want to go next, it will be easier than before.
I just have to decide where. And for what.